turn. Cast iron in the mirror, never the same face, a single one. No need to ask, who are you? Breathe night, face the moon, touch the beast. Take the thought, waste my peace. Burn it all. No spare parts in this world. Burn on the outer neck future. Sounds like that's a walk. So if they spit out, who can so fast up? Innovating straight. Heart burns when Joe cools it. And I know I feel for to hell. Look at Jasmine. Every battle leads to a distant prayer. No, not all I want. Not built by hate. Stick my heart, someone's prayer. I may cry, but I'm here. Never lost. This is who I am. Discern to the left. No, the other way. Okay, I don't hate it.
Well, that didn't work. That did not work at all. Yeesh. And that screen is still not fixed. Whoops. There we go. I want to let the song end while we just begin things.
And I know I feel for to hell. Look at Jasmine. Every battle leads to a distant
They're right next to each other for some reason. That's a weird way.
Yes, I know, I'm just a relic, still linked to one stone. Now let's decrypt the step to the next line. I may cry, but I'm here. Never lost. This is who I am.
There. To do what, Nanik? Seriously. What, to literally be an idiot? Or do you mean just to restart the thing because you don't know how drops work? Alright, thank you, Reboot, for the 1 Canadian. But for now, today, yeah. We have Ivan. Sir Ivan of Zandar. Let's see. So this is RJ decided to do nothing. Win justice. And define thine honor. Nope. Defend thine honor. What the? Wrong one. Really? Nothing better? Nothing better. Okay. Fire the beam, because I don't get a strike now. No, you will not. Up you go, and wing justice, and again, we roll forwards. And up you go. Here we slice them. To the corner. And what do we got here? Big lightning strike. It's not over. I can still recover. Did the next even appear? That looked weird. Something looked missing there. Something seems a bit missing there, but I guess it worked. Technically, it's just the dodge back. It's just more like you see a strike that's gonna hit you first. You might as well just do that. Thing that you can do it to his own strike, I guess. Rise Fury. Nope. Oh. Like for example, it's a weird situation. Like, I was just fast enough to press it there. Up you go, and we roll again to the corner. Okay, well that didn't help. We'll probably get an example in somewhat that way, but I think I could have just let it actually attack there. But actually, it's also with delayed animation because do you notice how fast he is? Like, it's just an instant hit. It's just Psycho Red. It's just Psycho Red all over again. And just because we'll test Enway's choice of coding. Yeah, Nordman, maybe press something. Check the points option. Yes, it's still cold. Right now, he's very much fast. That's all I'm getting right now. He's just fast. Like, there's an example. I was slower, so that could have been the dodge instead. I could have seen about the dodge there. Really? Is that it? Is that really it? Okay, that did not... I guess that's where the cancel might be a thing. Okay. Okay. Well. Is that it? Okay. We roll! And you go into the air. With that one, I think we're just going to... No, okay. Well, I think I'm getting knocked out here. Certainly choice, I guess, from them to not do anything. Now it's slow. Music tries to line up. Yeah, because you're so worthless, I tried to deal with it. You say that stuff, yet here we are. You don't have anything important to say. Cheated, it was worth it. Yeah, you're wasting your time. You say worth it, yet here you are. Unable to do anything unique.
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, how about I put it this way? Because no one's seen you to care. No one's seen enough. You don't matter. You're just cheating. You don't matter with this sense. Anyway, 1, explode into the air or valid charge, and nice fury. And up you go. What do we have here? Yeah, there's an example. Dragon. No, you're literally the most worthless. Just stop being stupid. Yeah, they shove you into the corner instantly. Just an instant teleport. Keep speaking and you just get lost. You'll just be banned because you're just being retarded right now. I don't think they did well enough in the representation for what he does. Unless that's literally what he looks like he's doing in the show. He feels very free right now. Maybe the fact that it doesn't feel like he instantly teleports with his strike. Like, he doesn't... Okay, I'll have to test that properly. Let me see here. Okay, no, it's a backdash, right? It's a backdash. Well, that was perfectly timed. There! It didn't work for that one. So yes, he does instantly teleport. But maybe it just doesn't feel as fast yet because I haven't tested it well enough. Anyway, up you go. Nice Fury again. Nope. And Ice Fury. I got the breaker 3 times. And then I'm gonna do this. No! Okay, yeah, that was... I could not even dash. It's the weirdo that's apparently just wants to come into a stream, randomly yell, "Oh, in the Beast Rangers." Yeah, you can't even get the name right. You're the definition of an idiot. Of a person that doesn't even deserve screen time. That's the only thing you're here to gloat about. Installing cheats to be boring. The fact that those cheats don't even work properly because every single version has a proper exploit because this game is always online. The moment you go against the servers, it's the moment it doesn't work. Anyway, we fly! Now, they didn't give you a cancel, so it didn't help. Anyway, nice Fury. Baseball swing! Yeah. No. Nah, okay, fine. That didn't help. Like, there goes the funny little break, or just swat the enemy. Yeah, no. That's not helping, it seems. Okay. There you go. But just swat you away. 4,400? Strike them down with lightning! Explode! Did something, I guess. His assist is him drilling the opponent. And that's it. It's weird. The only thing that's actually, the sad part is the fact that they gave him Nick's voice. They didn't think about making a new voice, a new sound. Nah. Here, we're gonna reuse Nick. Ah, yes, crit spam. Too many blocks and you have nothing and a crit. Yeah, delay your attack as well. Yeah, big swing. You didn't get any attacks, it's just no long animation, just big swings. Yeah, I didn't bother canceling. Here you go. We're just gonna have to see if we're gonna get another strike. No. Fine. To the corner. Yeah. Really? It'd be like that. He didn't even need to use the strike. The super just decided, nah, let's crit. So we can tell this person has a crit manipulation too many times. With how that decided to crit multiple times there, Kimberly is being stupid. The game is trying to give him 37 point something crit rate or something, or whatever it's supposed to be. And there it is again. I'm pretty sure Harvey's not even fixed either. That's 3% crit rate on a defender. Stop being stupid. So David. I see Nordman still hasn't pressed the button yet. I thought I disabled the stupid auto-translate thing. At least this is the real message, but seriously, what is wrong with what is wrong with that thing? Don't use your breaker. You still can't use your breaker! Nah. Ah, come on, you can't even just hit them first. Wow. Not good enough. Neither is that. Okay. Yeah, now you're just sad. Now you're just sad. Now you're just sad! Come on! Nothing? No, just swat them. Yeah, it's out of range. That's just gonna happen. Up we go. And yeah. I don't know why that roll seemed faster. That roll just seemed like it moved faster. Swat them down again. Yeah, Nick's voice does not help the situation. That's hard to get the crit. Just need to wait for the whole animation to get them up. Yeah. Point system, Nordman. Yeah, he's not even on topic. Kill Nene. Kill him. Okay, well, but if there's even one of the moderators decided to show up right now, this is their last chance to be normal. Anyway, man in charge. No. That registered that way. Again, we'll poke them with a strike. And back away. No. Okay, I would say I'm doing fine for now. And nope. Nope, that didn't help. You've been interrupted. Like, technically that does do more damage, but yeah. Again, we fly, but then that doesn't help. He teleports back after he does that. That's the only problem I'm seeing right now. He's gonna, nope, okay. Well, I can bonk you instead. Here you go. Zandar Thunder! And we roll. Slice them down. Ivan looks to be very free, as I said. The flight one, however, just... something looks... nah, what... Why do you hate him now all of a sudden, huh? He's still stronger than most of the characters in the game. Majority of the roster is still painfully behind. More damage needed? Really? Do you even know how to use your combos correctly? Because he's got decently long animations for the primary slot in that way. Fine. That's it. He calls the ranged version. Okay. That's that all you're gonna do? Yeah. That's all it's gonna do. Yeah, enough out of you. And roll. Up we go. There. About correct. We fly. Fly again. Just enough. Up you go. Get swatted. And then get struck by lightning. Boom. Maybe his primary strike. Maybe not his block. Norman does not know how Twitch works. Like, he doesn't have launches, really. He has a reverse launch, but that's about it. Nope, I canceled. Nope, he doesn't even get to poke me. Well, at least timing was good. That timing, he got to heal, and I just instantly punished him. Away with you! Yeah, just leave. Leave. No! I said no! This one just failed to start hitting me. Like, every single thing I did was just... No! I have no clue what happened, but just... he did not press any buttons. Yeah, Geki's missing, Thomas is missing for now, Ishikawa's missing, but makes sense. The only one that's technically supposed to be awake right now is Geki, but while Thomas's phone is gone. So, yeah. No clue what's happening on that side. Honestly, they're in a heat wave and I'm in, cold. Why you have to be weird? Seriously. Whip. Nice, Fury. Up you go. What if I just test this thing? Yeah, it's just meh. Wait. Again. Yeah, that thing takes forever. That one just takes forever. Oh. I didn't bother canceling that time. And you missed. Wow, you missed 2 hits. You missed 2. Again. Certainly something. What if I just do it again? No, you have to cancel. Remember the rules. Yeah, you should have blocked. You should have blocked. No clue. They clearly want to try and make it to a different, they want to make it to silver, apparently. Okay, this thing is actually smaller than it's supposed to be. Whoops. There we go. Okay, fixed. I had to increase the emulator size. I noticed the thing. What? Bottom under the chat, Nordman! If you're not on mobile. Yeah, get rid of this idiot.
3, 2,
of course.
go.
Says a bunch of things, but he's just being stupid. So we lost the person that reminder. The person that's speaking about just cheating was a normal person. Now they're a failure of a human being, so we might as well just get rid of them. Better to remove them than to see their horrendous behavior. Back dash. Not forward dash. Bonk. Time to kill them. They're gone. You're just gone. I don't need to bother with your worthless non-contributions. All you did was trying to rant up, to gloat about trying to win by cheating. The most worthless human being in an online game. And now, there. They're just gone. Whatever worthless messages they try and send, it doesn't go through. Anyway, nice Fury. Nope. Faster. Yeah, defend Thine Honor into a Valiant Charge. So you can easily test a few things. I don't have the character, so at that point, can't really do customs per se. You really aren't going to recover energy, are you? You did a very basic one. Blast them! And you tried to block. Okay, what if we just... No, I didn't want to register there, so good. I think they maybe did change it to make sure it's correct. Okay, I don't know the mobile. I don't know the mobile setup, Nordman. Like, maybe one of the others do, but I do not remember what the mobile setup is for Twitch. So far, as I said, he feels very free. Block instantly starts combos. Primary strikes a poke. Little slot is very much not great that he teleports back after he strikes you, which is very concerning. Like, you do the backdash variant, you dodge their attacks, and you're punished. I don't know about that. Like, that's the only concern. Like, I do the Wing Justice backdash variant. He doesn't even fly high enough to beat up those assists. Yeah. I don't know about that one. Yeah, full screen run. Up we go. And again, nice Fury. We're gonna send you back to the corner. Bonk you. 5,000 health left. How much you gonna have? 29! Okay, yeah. This is Harvey. We're in the corner now. No. You touched the glow stick. You may have electrocuted yourself. That's the emojis. Look further. Look for a weird red and black dragon. It's just more like look for an icon. So look for that. And you can press first. Ah, yes. Can he even... Yeah, okay. I guess we will not find out just yet. Can't even press anything there. Wow, fine. Expected. Expected. Wasn't an instant, so... Really incapable of rotating, aren't we? Really incapable of rotating. And then back. Basically to ruin everything. Well. Nothing. Or we're gonna expect the block. Great. Flies faster than needed to be seen. Adam and Izzy. Another metal. No. Zeo Blue is not in a good situation compared to the rest. Other than the fact that that character clearly was a scrapped epic. This one is basically just Levi. But in a more simple way. Like short animation wise, and then of course. There goes no blocks. Nice Fury. No. To the corner. Like, technically, here's the only problem. Like, there, it does. You get punished. You get punished for calling them out and dodging. So, that's one of the concerns. And, of course, the roll is not fast enough. His super does actually more damage. That's another thing. But as you can tell, the V2 one is just not... Whatever they did, it feels that one wasn't properly thought. Like, you dodge their attack and dash right through them, but then you get thrown back to the back of the map. Like, at least it supposedly should be able to dodge Leo's super, but he's literally just detection attacks. So, who knows what everybody wanted to try and do here. Yeah, that breaker lasts long enough so you can just make use of something. And that's... I don't know why you're even spamming that thing when you can see it clearly doesn't work. We fly again, and swan away. Here, you can just go ahead and get struck by lightning and explode! At least the text isn't in the situation as Ashley's on release, but yeah. More damage, but barely anything. A weirdo that just doesn't understand how things work. Like, you're not helping anyone. You're not proving any points. You're just being stupid. 1. The game may not be in the greatest state. This is just the same assist problems over and over. Doesn't mean you have to be stupid and try and ruin it when it's clearly still better than most others. Otherwise, it wouldn't be the only Power Rangers game that even exists. Or rather, is actually still getting updated. It has a larger roster than most actual fighting games even. Jump down. Yeah, okay. I felt like it didn't register anything, but so be it. Can we just... Like, there's an example, and then you just get trapped there. Like, that's an example of a test there. It's a bit annoying. Like, he gets himself trapped. Like, does he actually... Exactly that as well. It's also always online, so they're even lucky that someone was wanting to go out of their way. Like, the sad part is whoever made the attempt to cheat has wasted their life. This is your idea of making something? This is your idea of spending your time and just being stupid? You have all these skills and yet you waste it on a mobile game. Well, you get blocked. Nice Fury. To the corner. Chop you down. Yeah, we're back away. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm... Well, that didn't help. Nice Fury. Balk them. Get. Swat them. Defend on honor. You didn't stop it. And lag. Okay. Well, nice Fury. You are just dead. You can see they applied a very heavy, a very high amount of shove to the opponent there. Who knows? Maybe that's a test for Black Dragon's explosive Havoc laser. Nah, at least they took care of Luthor properly, but they seriously, the whole crit gimmick is still a problem. Not in the same way. It's not as his damage thing, it's the whole crit manipulation problem. Haley basically just needs to be slowed down on that metal slot strike. She does not need that armor and fix that stupid hitbox on her super. Seriously. Oriko's one is the fact that it's not even special related, it's just he just has a bonus crit on everything. That's the problem there. Okay, so when you get a launch, you can make use of that one. We'll see if it'll work. We'll see if it can work. We don't need to stop that. Okay, never mind. Fine. No, but okay, fine. That didn't help. They got also staggered, so can we block their attack? Nope, they blocked mine. No! The thing actually moves forward, so they actually prevent some dodging with that, but... What is it? Antonio, you don't get any fireworks today! You get struck by lightning instead! Nordman, the only problem with that is both sides have ads. At least it helps. That's the difference. It's not going all the way to them. Psycho Rage, where exactly are... Which one are you trying to refer to now? Is he or is he not? Go in the corner. And, let's see here. Nope. That is sad. Drop down, that's all your energy spent. Let's see here. What if we just... No! You recovered, but then you just instantly press the block. Defend that, of course. No, not even gonna finish the sentence because he just pressed a regular random block. But then ruined his actual combo by just being useless. And there. Well, that lasted a decent bit of time. Dropped him down, 5,400. Well, I'll just drag him with lightning. There you go. Deserved. Because clearly you can't run anything else. See, Rocky just... They needed to look into his gameplay a bit more to become a legendary. Like, they gave him the cancels, but they didn't make him unique. Thank you, Sebastian, but I don't know about that. The problem is I basically set off a little too soon when it comes to people just act out, especially in custom battles. I don't know about that one. Ah, shoot, I didn't change that. Back is out of range. I forgot to change that one. That's on me. That's on me for not updating the thing. Can I get a special recovery? No. This character would obviously not have that. Dodge! It's not really a dodge, but do you see the problem there? No. They could just... Come on. The V2 only is needed to get off me, but... They didn't make him anything that'll actually combo. Plus it has a decent bit of recovery. Yeah, but it's more like his V2 version is real concerning. Like... It does more damage, but barely by anything, like 200 more damage. But then he doesn't get anything else. And no, I wouldn't say he's damage. The combos are about right. He doesn't feel weak in terms of damage. There, thank you. I have now fixed the text. Well, no, okay. You hit me first! So you get punished for it. There, I recovered 2, and then I'm gonna do this! There, I'm in the corner, but that's the problem. I basically shoved myself into the corner with that one. Like, I got a bit of extra damage there. That's all I got. I got extra damage. The sad part is he doesn't have anything special. He can't cancel a dive, so... Other than being required to dash forwards, you can't swap it into a different attack. Yeah, no. Stop being weird. Up you go. And Wing Justice. Again. 6 point to 1,000. Okay, I have a plan. Let's see how little recovery we get here. Look at that. It's just Orico with that one. It's, you know, basically you have a semi-traveling projectile. I recovered to 1.5 and then I still poked him with the block. So he has a combo super. Lordman, please select the correct thing. Select first. You'll get a nice little text pop up. It only costs 1. Can be used only once every stream. You will be first then. Yeah, well, much like every strike that's slow, so the problem with that one is the fact that it's still a situation.
Is that the best you can do?
There! See? It's a pumpkin wrapper. But yeah, there's a usage for the thing, but at the same time it's not, because you might as well just recover energy instead. We slide! Ah, yes! If you want to just bonk them away, you can hit them with that instead for a big crit. The worst part about it is the fact that Harvey could make use of that on the super thing. Yes or no? The backdash variant I feel like should do more damage, because he's resetting to neutral right after. No, Orico assist does not count. Anything that's stupid, that's just an instant full screen attack, doesn't count. You know, those things are just being stupid at that point. To his own kit. Maybe at least a bit more, but at that point it just needs to be a different type of one. Like, wow, crit manipulation from somewhere else, or nah? Because we don't see a Kimberly, but yeah, there. It is a detection attack, so we can see it does fall victim to problems. He's been poked multiple times. There. And now we go into the air, and he can press his strike. Nope, he gets that again, but he doesn't get anything special. Why is there detection so far? Why do we have a trade situation over here? Up you go. Okay, defend line on it. And Valiant Charge. Like, we don't get to launch this, so we can't make use of the wing justice there. Sad. Anyway, strike them with lightning! Come on. Like, for what he is doing, without his metal slots, backdash variant, yeah. He's correct. Nothing feels broken, nothing feels weak. With this, how his speed is... He's a little... You have to pay attention, because if you are out of range, he's going to swat you with the thing and get a big hit. But I feel like that breaker single hit is not right. Actually, no, that is wrong. No. He loses damage if you perfectly dodge out of range. Yeah, that looked like 3,000. But if he only swats you, it's just different. No. Sad. Yeah. That time it didn't help him. I've been dodging those constantly with that variant, but now here we are. So maybe fix some of the single hits he has, because properly landing is the only time he's actually landing the display damage. Nope! Why did that look like that was a strike for him, even though it was my attack? Like there, he has the utility of the thing, but then he's just, it's neutral again. Like why we going about utility attacks like this now? You've already given him a bunch of other characters. Like, no, just no. It's a big hit alone. It doesn't like that. If he lands a single hit, it needs to do its full display damage. Like there, it's still that one needs to happen. The way his damage distribution is weird. Like he has multiple versions of his breaker. And that big swat, yeah, he does there, doesn't even do its full display damage. So he loses damage even if he hits you. We do not need a Black Dragon situation here. Like the closer he is, then he gets his damage. Like seriously, we don't need a Black Dragon situation. You've already basically made him a detection-based character with both of his strikes. We do not need his breaker to just be distance-based now. Like it has to land a hit, but if you don't land it as close as possible, he just doesn't get as much damage. Yeah. So that one very clearly looks like 3,000, and there I get too much delay. Yeah, okay. Let me guess, Katie? Well, you did nothing. Nice, Fury. You can come back to the middle of the map, and I'm just going to swat you away. And strike you with Xandar Thunder! Explode. Yeah, like I said, at least they didn't make it an Ashley situation. They made sure the VFX did something else. They didn't make it reverse blade arm in text. Sad part is they didn't reverse the animation, but that requires a different type of VFX coding, because they may reverse their the character models, like completely invert them. Left hand is right hand, the right hand is left hand, that type of thing when you're on the right. But making the VFX work specifically if you're on that side of the map. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you don't get that one. Oh. Actually, he even gets less damage if you... no. Why isn't his corner damage? There we go. Why is his corner damage to the display damage? No. You're never always in your opponent's corner. If we look real carefully at the thing, that breaker doesn't do 3,000. Even when he lands it outside of the corner, does he? It's not that he's lacking damage, it's the fact that his display damage is false. So I half agree with 2K Master there. And with too many variants on his block, I can never really be quite certain there. Firezone will get the exact damage soon. So his 4 cost is doing false display damage. Why are we doing the corner value? You'll have the hidden damage values because anyway still hasn't updated their damage values to do things. Hello, Vincent. Well, let's see here. We got the breaker. This person might end up just being the a test subject, so... Let's see, that should be... Yeah, look at that. That's rough. That should be the real amount there. Here we go. And I'll get out of the corner. Great, of course. You're a test subject. I'm not taking you seriously. Sweet. Come on, get out of your corner. I need to bonk you. Yeah, this is gonna be worthless. Can't even cue the thing up to dodge. There, 3,800. Come on, get closer. Okay, you're gonna fail. Yeah. 2,097. Yeah, no. This person was not taken seriously. The way they were playing as well, seriously. Go play someone else. You're being worthless at even just trying to use a Street Fighter character. All you do is be insulting to them in general. Didn't even bring a block. You don't even know how to combo with them. And all you're gonna do is assist spam instead. Likey. Ivan looks to be in a good situation, but from what I can tell, he's not... He's just not following what Enway set up correctly. Yeah, no, that does not do display damage. Simple as that. That breaker is weaker outside of the corner. His display damage is his corner value. And it's stupid. Again! Nah. We can't do that. We're just dead here, I think. Nah, I'm still alive. Barely, unless it crits. Not there. Yeah, that was expected. You didn't recover enough. Get swatted. I'm about to strike you with lightning. Zandar! Thunder! Explode! I pay to win, you know, like... Hey, congratulations, you failed. Like, be aware, their name is useless. Okay, basically put, read their name carefully. Hi, pay to win, you are no life. Congratulations, you described the wrong thing. Free to plays are the no lives. They have the time. Pay attention to the way the world works. Pay to win means you had a job, which means you're not spending your time constantly on the game if you actually have a real world job and not doing content creation in that way. Simply put, your name is false. Anyway, happy up. Wing justice. Again! Back away. Rocky. So that's the thing. That person's name is just false. They're just basically salty. They don't have they have the same thing. That's more than like the situation. Understand that the game is free to play. Them being that weird with their name is certainly a way to project. Nope. Ah, the roll doesn't reach. We fly. You should not have done that super. Anyway, we're gonna get a nice little ending with the text. There. So yeah, the name just doesn't work. The other person that had the weird pay-to-win name just hates fighting them. Game is still free to play. So you can just download it and start. The people that pay money to it are the ones keeping it alive. Simple as that. If the game wasn't making money, it would have been shut down long ago. You have too many blocks. Oh, no, okay, no. We'll fly! Yeah, it was on purpose. We have to find some way to make use of it, but not like that. We'll block you at... Nope, never mind. Not allowed to block there. Let's see, so 14,000 HP. Do you actually survive? Do you actually survive this? Actually, hold on. No! And your failures. Do you notice that? Inway does not let you get 2 in a row. You don't even get. Okay, Nordman, the difference here is it's not long animations in the middle slot. Most of the time. Like, he's unique in the sense... Okay, that's an old message from Nordman at this point, because I've been trying to read it, understand it for a bit. And, Nordman, that doesn't matter. It's still something they're doing to keep it alive. Only a couple whales, well, that's still money for them. So, yeah, the super does do a decent chunk. The animations for his actual attacks are on the slowest side. No, not slow side. He's got double detection, so he's actually dodgeable in a very bad way. He at least moves forwards in the middle slot strike, but, yeah. But then he also doesn't do his display damage. So he actually barely does 3,000 on a 4 cost. Yeah, and there I might as well backdash. Might as well backdash that one! Yeah, look at that. It's sad. No. Here you go. You can go back to the middle of the map. We back away. And we poke. And no. To the corner. Guess what? And get struck by the Zandar! Thunder! Explode! There we go. That worked. Look at the fact that he just has a counter block. Listen, animated golden explosion doesn't mean anything, but the problem is I'm not giving it to him because he's... Something doesn't feel right. As I've said, you're required to earn it. Doesn't feel like Zandar earns that explosion. And, well, actually, no. It's not that it doesn't earn it, no. That thing lacks the feeling of an explosion. That's what the correct word is there. So let's see here. What if I just... No. Not enough of a dodge. Breaker? We're gonna end with a breaker? No? Okay. Fine. Kimberly. Yeah. Boring. Is that really it? You missed. You missed! Congratulations. You played yourself. You wasted all that usage of assists, so you basically did nothing! Stop using that stupid thing! Nah. So here they go. Master of Zandar, Kimberly, Breaker. I wonder where your super meter went. That's the thing, though. The supers do and don't count. It's based on if the character earns it properly. But in this case, the final explosion when the lightning strikes them is really minimal. That's the problem. And no cinematic camera of going close to the opponent getting struck by it. Well, that didn't help. You really need to learn to use the character, but sadly she's only available to be used in this now, so don't blame you. Back away. Nothing else? Well, that doesn't break it. For now. Go to your corner. Yeah. Fly. Nice Fury. Again, you can just fly into the sky. And I guess I'll be striking the Phoenix with lightning. Like, actually, no, there's no final lightning strike. It's just, they get stunned briefly and up they go. I'm playing Mag. Haley catches Mag with it. Oh, yeah, because our hitboxes are wrong. Simple as that. Goldman has a second request and only can be used for viewer battles. So, no. Be warned. It only works for custom viewer battles, not for the actual. Not for this. Can't make that decision for you. You're gonna have to know that all this game has updates. So if you really care about a character, only then should you really choose to upgrade that epic. If you think you want to win for now, you can upgrade Justin, but other than that, don't expect him to stay broken forever. He will be nerfed eventually, in some way. You know, you're not getting anything from this. Yeah, they did actually make sure. Not good enough. Not good enough of a teleport. You see how low the HP got? There is a nerfed super meter gain. I just didn't dodge soon enough to cancel. I want them back. Like I said, don't bother. If you really want to win for now, there's Justin. But don't expect him to stay strong forever. Simple as that. Upgrade your favorite. That's the only way you'll know you'll be happy. When they get buffed, you're happy. If they get nerfed, it'll be sad. If you just happen to be liking a strong character in that way. But just know, you'll be better off leveling up someone you're happy with. In terms of design. Yeah. Well, okay then. Nice Fury. There it is! They didn't remove it! They didn't remove it! There was an update, but no, they didn't remove the time cancel. Sadly, it's just not gonna help. Valid charge. Yeah. They didn't delete the time cancel. I was not intended to actually do that there. I just accidentally did it. The Maku has no brains to own. Ninja Rocky is a Century Breaker. Yeah, in short, Spider again, the only sad part is the fact that she has armor, and the hitboxes go high. Yeah, I play Sapphire not because he's my favorite, but so why? So the fact that he still wasn't nerfed correctly, just remember that. That's the, okay, why is that not the corner? Alright, see ya, unrelenting. Apparently that wasn't the corner. Now this is. We fly, that's a crit. Swat them into the corner again. You could have very much done something else, but you didn't. There we go, we got the block. You don't need to keep server boosting. He thinks it. Listen, Spider, stop being weird. You know very well that doesn't do anything. Stop trying to alarm for being the Thunder Ranger. All you know is that there are multiple. If you're gonna try and go about wanting to be the fraud of a Thunder Ranger, tell that to Dino Thunder Tommy. Or any of the Dino Thunder Rangers. So, yeah. Anyway, up you go. Now what if we just fly? No, it didn't work. It didn't work. They didn't change the thing. Okay. Yeah, it really is sad there. You know, actually, traps. You have to use trap assist. It's the only way you're gonna be able to make use of these things. Okay, you're back in the corner. And up you go. And look at that. Even if he survives, we can land a Defend Fine Honor right after. There we go. So Ethan does, and Diathan and Tommy doesn't. Nah, Connor and Diathan and Tommy have gotten something happening to them, but not anything's important. Also, you said you were gonna disappear. Stop speaking. Go to sleep. Why would there be a legendary anniversary again? What? There's nothing. Unless you mean Power Rangers. Wait, hold on. Power Rangers anniversary in general. Is that what you're referring to? Or what could it end up being? Anyway. This person goes. And Valiant Charge. With that one, we will do a backdash variant. We're in the corner again. And bonk them. Okay, good. Nope, no chainsaw. Nope, that's in range, but he missed the one hit. Okay, so with this, we're gonna send flying back. They're gonna charge. Yep. Nope! There! Okay, well, I'm ignoring that. There's no point in countering them now. Now you can go into the air. Wing Justice! You were too slow to press this. Seriously, people. Learn to dash faster than you did. Because seriously. Fine, you are no foe, but just at that point, I don't know what you're in the UK as well, right? Like similar to Thomas and Geki. Do they have a heat wave for you as well, or actually in the southern hemisphere? Nah, he very likely can. He probably just flies through Magna's Zika's Vengeance anyway, without hitting him. Any invincibility just looks weird. We're gonna just see Justin and that other assist, aren't we? Well, here we go. Let's see what we have here. Wing Justice! Valiant Charge! We're gonna recover one, and Ice Fury. You can go into the air. Now what do we have? Okay. Well, you know the worst part about this? He didn't use his super, so... Good job! We fly! That didn't reach. Well, at least it's... looks to be normal for now. Mostly. Okay, well, he can poke me. He can just poke me. Or not, I guess. If only Zanaku's super did something. Good attempt. I was not paying attention. I was not paying attention to him. He did a decent chunk of damage, but that was just no. Also, you know what? Actually, I have to point this out. This is just that's just Troy. That's just Troy's loading screen. They're both jumping out of an explosion in some way, but I don't think Troy's is more of an explosion, more like he's just spinning around. Gold. The entire enemy team is gold. Why do you have to start with a zero-cost block? I didn't even have a blue card. No. Bad. I didn't even get a blue card. Away with you. We're in the corner. No. There you go. Yeah, this is, that was a weird start. Stay in the corner with you. Now get struck by the Stand of Thunder. That worked. That was a dumb start of all things. Man, then he starts with a block and hits me over the head with a... what just bonks me over the head. Not even a blue card to start for me. He brought the gold team to a Dino Charge team. I think the dinosaurs found gold. Ah, yes. The sadness of steel, losing the car combo. Bonk. Nice Fury. And now we kind of have to be careful. So we need to save, we need to get rid of the block. Not the block. Actually, you know, there was an example right there. You can punish steel. You can use the strike against steel when you have no energy. And you can punish him for extra damage. Because his breaker lasts so long. Anyway, you might be too conductive. You're gonna explode for too much lightning. Robot. Nah, I'm not gonna say the other word. YouTube's probably gonna start striking down on people using that. Here that don't exist, really. I'm not gonna use the other word for now. You never left! You never left, Unrelenting. Oh, we'll see apparently what you want to say now. It's just a clanker. There. Bonk. No. Yeah, they just have to have too many blocks right now, but we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. Anyway, you're in, no, of course, not in the corner, even though they're basically in the corner. Really? Okay. Fine. No, you will not. We're gonna wait for one. And with that, nice Fury. Let's see if we can get a nice little combo here. Bonk them. That's super. They didn't block it, so did we get a lucky crit? No. Bonk them. There, I bonked them. Fury? When Fury, okay. Did you mean someone else, or was someone really named Fury or something? Okay, then who is that one? Because reminder, I have not watched every season. You might want to remember that. Yeah, that's the thing. I actually don't know everyone's names in Dino Charge either, even if it's the one I've seen snippets of more than most seasons. I don't know why everyone's running these blocks, but so be it. You've got nothing but breakers now. We fly. Here you go. And no. Here you go. Now let's see if I could just bonk them over. Oh, that happened. No! Can we not do this? Seriously! You're a failure of that name! You cannot conduct lightning like Stormbreaker! Is that the correct name of Thor's weapon again? I know Mjolnir and I think... No. I can't remember. I think it's Stormbreaker, but I'm not sure. Unless someone is completely correct, I have completely forgotten the name. Stormbreaker sounds right, but I don't know. No, we know Mjolnir is the hammer. I'm talking about the axe hammer type one, whatever. The maul thing. Whatever it's called.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Divine Tide on it. Nope, nope. Okay. Well, he didn't knock me into the corner, and that rotated my card perfectly. So be it. Nice Fury. Bogged him, swapped him, and knocked him overhead. I did less damage. Well, now we're in the corner. They got a lucky crit. We're probably dead here. And no. You delayed it too much. Let's see if we can just fly. No, this is why I didn't engage. You had to come to me first, so I will get the first card. You go to the corner and get struck by the Zandar Thunder once more. And Dino Charge chase, yeah, for it. I think you got the name mixed up. We all know Dino Charge Blue is Coda. Yeah, Shelby, Riley, and... Yeah, no, I never got their names. I've seen snippets, I never got their names. Yeah. Yes, I'm referring to that one. Not literally anything. I mean, just... Whatever he tanked this... he got... Basically had to forge a new weapon because Mjolnir was destroyed by Hela or whatever it was. In the MCU. That's the one I'm referring to. Well, that counted as a corner. Valiant Charge, you're getting back there because we still knocked you out in 2 combos. Prince Philip. Dino Charge Graphite. Seems weirdly specific with the name. James. Dino Charge Aqua. Dino Charge Purple. Xenoing. Dino Charge Silver. And then Heckle, which is comic exclusive. How should I know why it said Korag? Like, how did that even happen? He's purple even, so I don't know what happened there. And it wasn't even a translate, so your autocorrect hates Coda. Like I said, your autocorrect hates Coda. Nope. Nweep! There we go. That did something. No! Away with you! I interrupt you. You're gonna probably... Nope, okay, well, he swatted me. Okay, nope, that didn't work. Nice Fury! I'll ignore this. Well, Antonio, you probably shouldn't have helped him. Nice Fury! Nope, okay, that was expected. This is fine. I think they're gonna use a strike next. Or actually, no, they're gonna fly. Yeah. Not really fly, but more like roll. And away. Now that worked. Got the roar of thunder. Yeah, Ivan's in the game, but Tyler isn't. So Brendan is probably still mad. But not mad, just He was promised the character to be in the game. In some way, he was told he was supposed to be added. Unless that's fake at this point. But he has yet to be added. And the game's almost been running for 10 years. Alright, so yeah, anything, thank you for the €2, I think. That's not pounds, meh. This is fine. Wing Justice! We fly! Nice Fury! How about you just... I'm just gonna do this version. Wait. There, more damage, but not worth it. Because the recovery is actually a problem. Okay, whoops. I'm gonna test the break. I'm gonna test the block. No, it's not that fast. Not that fast. Nope. Nice Fury. Anyway, up you go. Yeah, this is just the sad reality of today with Devon. Like, he's just dead. He's just dead. And Holmes. What did I do exactly? What type? What did I respond to it with that sound? Just flying at the enemy or what? Ah, yes, Oracle. Okay, what do we have here? We're gonna backdash? I'm just gonna backdash. Well, he's an instant combo slot. Okay. Couldn't break that one. Yeah, he gets more damage on his 4-cost single hit than has a chance to crit. Yeah, okay, anyway. Up you go. Rocky. Yeah, we're dead here. Unless something else wants to happen. Of course you crit. He blocked with a projectile! Wow! Fine, we clashed, but my super is the one who goes through! Zandar! Thunder! Strike! We got him. There we go. For that, I don't know if they should use the weapons combined. Or he's super. Honestly, maybe make him finally make a 3-mode character or something.
3, 2, 1, go.
He doesn't need to be free if he's he doesn't even need that free control if they really want to go that far. Just let him be the first level up character. Moving not moving Kimberly, Dragon Shield Kimberly, but a little further. No, come on. I made you do less, okay, not really. I made him have less animation time, so it ruined his combos. Anyway, Wing Justice. Nice Fury. You are dead. Still think I haven't seen like good character. Thing is, Jay, at least they still included some way. Thank you, Nordman. You did something. We got bits. I really should start with all the animations I made for the thing, like the Clash thing. Maybe we do that. Like maybe that one can be made an alert. The whole Drakon Clash with Decker. That one can be made an alert. Of a donation thing as well. I think there's other things, but yeah, at least she got to the ability to transform into other rangers. Should they add another rare? No, they don't need more rarities. If anything, that's just gonna make it worse. As I said, the way they need to handle commons and rares right now is they just need to add the grunts of the enemies. Like, that's all they need to do. The Moogers, all those things. And then we'll be good there. Wing Justice! Yeah, good. Nice little short combined thing there. You cannot escape this one. You should have paid attention. Yep, okay. Well, 2 crits for them. Poison. No poison yet. We're expecting poison now. Yeah. Really? Is that really it? Is that really all you're gonna do? Yeah. This is what you get. This is what you get for being boring! Trying to have level up mode since he uses it. Actually, you know what? I just realized he doesn't even have his morpher. They left the morpher in the files, probably for me or something, or whatever they did. For his renders, but yeah, that's currently the only loss. Other than a few, I think I lost one other time, but right now we've not exactly lost any other time. Like compared to most characters, Ivan's being a bit too he's very easy to pick up. Nordman, there's nothing to do there. Maybe. I don't know, maybe we may, if we find a titanium on Casual Tuesday or something, maybe I'll just say, I'll create a custom animation if he's about to lose to the block and he just threw his which one was it? His 3-cost strike. If he throws that thing, if I find a Titanium Ranger that just so happens to line everything up perfectly, you know what animation he gets? Then I'm just going to do something very funny, and Defense 9 Honor is not going to strike him with lightning. He's going to baseball swing the axe back into his face. That means a very specific lineup. Like Keeper or Zenoing. They added Alpha 5 from the movie. If you like the character, you get the character. If you have the money or crystals to spare. If you care so much about it. In terms of a character, he is a release that exists, that is good at not being bad. He only has one specific move that makes 0 sense of why it has to have utility, but also disengage the match. That's the only concerning part. Like, he gets a bit more damage, but he just resets the fight. That's the only problem. Like, Wing Justice V2. Like, right in here, there was no use for the thing. Other than just... Well, okay, excuse you! Robo Knight situation. Old Robo Knight situation. You didn't get your crits. Well. So be it. Bonk. So how do we get the thing then? He apparently has the ability to do it like Robo Knight. But how do we even get that other than just poking the opponent? But can you even summon an assist? I don't think you can. No, it does less. It very clearly does less. Not even 2.7 outside. It's basically the exact same damage outside of the corner. As if he does a single hit. Which is barely over, it's not even 3,000. While his corner is the display damage. So yeah, what if we can do this. Let me do a test. So, there, see, there's an example. He just does that. So what happens if I... Do I still have it? No. Okay, so if I do... Okay, it didn't happen that time. It didn't happen that time. So how did I accidentally do that then? We'll have to look at the replay. I basically threw this match. You got rid of your super. Okay, well, I guess, nope, that still doesn't help. He's gonna try and bonk me, isn't he? Yeah. No, he never rotated, of all things. There goes this, there's the throw. Just because I wanted to test something. Gotta keep trying to make the entire replay screen wins. Nah. Was this guy, right? Was it? I don't think... No, I didn't cancel on this one, did I? It's between the last two matches. I've already forgotten which one. Maybe I got poked. Maybe, who knows, maybe it also lagged weirdly. Eric just needs something else than whatever has happened to him right now, since they didn't care enough for him for a decent bit. Like, the fact that he still has this other bug as well is just sad. No, it wasn't this match. It wasn't this one. Moments before disaster. There was this one then, right? Because they just had to make the combos last forever. I recently just saw the Magna Defender just loop the opponent by kicking them in the shins. Yeah, no one likes sitting through TODs. Bonk there, let's see it. I think maybe I did it here on accident. I got interrupted. Yeah! Okay, it's not a Robonite situation. It's code not being disabled. Okay, yeah. It's just code not being disabled. I got interrupted. Like, I enabled the Wing Justice thing. And then I got poked. And because I got poked, it didn't undo it. Okay. It's about right.
3, 2, 1.
So if you get poked during this thing, you can just backdash, probably. Let me see here. Do I still have the card? Or how much time do you have? Wow. No. Great. Who would have guessed? I don't bother playing them anymore. Just because I played them for long enough. Simple as that. Are you fast enough, or am I gonna poke you with a Valiant Charge? No. Just Oracle. I mean, it's probably just the his hand going up before he stabs you. It's probably the only reason, Spider. Yeah, Lightspeed Green still has their video. I'm probably just gonna put a disclaimer at the start. That's before I went to the hospital. Sir Ivan is a proper release. Not broken, not weak. Maybe his middle slot V2 thing is useless, but that's about it. It's only used as dodging. You can't use it in the middle of combos. Like, that's the thing. Don't bother thinking about trying to use it in combos. 3. Oh no, I lost the Oracle. Why are you being weird? No. Oh yeah, you blocked. Anyway, up we go. And with that, we're gonna bonk them. And Valiant Charge. Dino Thunder. Well. Strike you down! So, I don't know. Better being a fan favorite, I cannot say. I don't know these things. Yeah, because he'll also get less super meat. Like, I'm pretty sure if they just keep doing damage with his super, with their assists only, I don't think Leo can ever get his super. He might not even be possible to get it at all. Unless they have fire, and then that counts. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, the first one to hit loses. There's a block in your middle slot, isn't there? Yeah, at least he got rid of the block. Up we go. And Valiant Charge. For that one, we will use a Wing Justice. There we go. Well, sadly, it wasn't the better one, but this is fine. Valiant Charge. Oracle seems likely, so we're going to have to backdash. Not like that. Yeah, I ruined your combo. I ruined your combo by being with the backdash. Anyway, Valiant Charge. You gave a bonk. And it's struck by Ivan of Zandar. But, okay. You basically just pay attention to just slot setups. Remember that game has a likelier chance, not a guaranteed chance, a likelier chance to rotate your opponent's cards. At the beginning of the match, you never know. Every other time, you just know your opponent because you've basically fought them enough times. For example, I'm going to name everything my opponent has right now. Vengex, primary is a breaker and a block, and the middle slot is a strike and a breaker. As long as they assist being strike and a block. There. So then I just pay attention to their cards in the middle of a match. I don't say it out loud because that actually made me have to think about what I was about to say. So I haven't paid attention fully with what they've used. I think I saw their strike, and I think I saw their breaker. So now, yeah, no. Block, breaker. That's what they have right now. There's their block, but not really the block. Okay, zero cost blocks are random. You can never know when they have it. But unless they are doing, unless they do their more powerful, okay. If they were doing a middle slot combo and their character is more reliant on their middle slot, you would know they have a block in their middle slot the moment they think about doing a weaker combo. Okay. So, say for example you're fighting Death Ranger. He's using the middle slot. He started with the strike in the middle slot. Actually, no, he used his breaker in the middle slot. And then he started using his primary, specifically the strike. And then he ended with the middle slot, the primary breaker. No one does that. So that means there's a block in the middle slot more than likely. Yes, they can still throw you off, but it's a higher chance of them having the middle slot blocked off. No, Dylan, the way that works is there's still an internet connection. You're not allowed to dash as well. Dashes add 15 frames of delay. Or rather, you're not allowed to dash at the same time as blocking. That hint is correct, except for when using Mesogon. Anyway, this person does have a correct team setup, but that's about it. And most of the time, you can just bonk your opponent when you think they might go defensive. There you go. Nah, but I'm not gonna bother. I have no energy. Not to mention that. Don't spend your zero cost block if you can take the damage. Use that chance to recover energy. It's always better. 3,600? You're gonna survive? No, that's a crit. Yeah, it's the key screen. Yeah, I see it, Nobman. I probably was late to that one. Yeah, that opponent was Breaker, Strike, Assist, alongside Block, Strike, alongside Breaker, Strike. Right now, I'm still adding Ivan to my memory, so his things will register the moment I rest. Like, that's how my way it works, that I register information. Strike Breaker, Block Breaker, Assist, Breaker Breaker. Okay? And this is before the match even begins. And I already have that all in my head before the match begins. I don't have to say it out loud. Nope. And when he's super mode, he loses his block. Dedicated strike slot, dedicated breaker slot. Alongside the fact that he can heal. So right now he has his carpet. Nope, there's the no rotation. But now he has no energy. So return trip. Nice Fury. And up you go. So yeah, he's more than likely to have the carpet. Nope. There goes the dodge. I'm sorry. But most of the time, saying it out loud only works when I've paid attention enough to the opponent beforehand. In this case, I did not. Saying all the cards beforehand is just that. So most of the time, it boils down to me just saying they have too many blocks. They have too many strikes. They have too many breakers. Most of the time. Like, just correct team setup. Like, the moment I say correct team setup, I've already went through my head of, okay, their team is too many strikes and other things, and then while in the middle of loading install, I remember what their slot setups are. Team setup is wrong. They have also only one breaker. So there's an example. They only have one breaker and they're basically running too many blocks. Yeah, what else? No. Just stop. Slot it away. They've done mostly assist damage, so they're quite low on actually having the lead there. And you don't rotate. Great. They're getting a super here, and I'm not getting out of this one. Simply put, not enough cancels. And then the rotation screwed me over with yeah. There goes their multi-blocks. So not only do they have too many blocks, they only had one breaker. Did I make sure of it? Yeah. It's probably just a bad cinematic camera. Like, it zooms in on him, but not perfectly. So it just looks like he's doing something else. Not to mention there's no... Maybe it's just also the fact that he's just standing in the middle of an arena instead of a Power Rangers visual in the background. Who knows? Maybe it's that. You never know. Nope, okay. Fine. Too many blocks. I didn't even pay attention to what my opponent's card setup was this time. That's my problem here. I didn't pay attention to this person. Ruined. You've been ruined. Like, right now, they're gonna get their super here, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So I have to line these things up correctly, which I can't even do there. Yeah, and he's gonna let it play. Yeah, there's no reason not to cancel it. I mean, technically we have another map in the game they just added, but at the same time it doesn't exist. Like, the whole... when Vegex was added, they added a custom map of Juice Bar, a corrupted one, into the background when you select characters. That one accidentally went ahead and got unhidden in the files. So technically, I have access to that now. Same with the Megazord Hub world, for some reason. I don't know what happened, but a lot of things are getting unhidden in their files. But in this case, they really could just add that whole iconic weird hill place. They could just add that as an arena. It's very, very basic, and the hill can be in the background. Megazords is not happening if they don't know how to play the game mode. And great, got a pawn. Yeah, you're not gonna get super here, are you? Can I break the thing? No. Wait, hold on a second. No, it is a stagger. Yeah, technically they can just do that. They can just start adding random arenas. They don't have to make it league-based. Like, they could also just add a multi-image for every league. Like, they've done it with Crystal is just basically multi-league. They don't have to update the images. They can just add. You can now find these arenas in this specific ranking. Like, there's no reason not to attempt that. Okay, blocking a middle slot isn't there. You got way too many. Probably should have thrown that one first, but yeah. Oh. Backdash might be a little too fast. That's delayed a bit more than that. Okay. Yeah, you still have way too many blocks again, so nice Fury. And slice them. And Shadow Thunder. So yeah, they can probably just try to reshape those maps and they can add them. It really is just PvP starter. Like, they technically just need to make it work. Nothing else really needs to happen because they just have to select where they want the battle to take place. The map is already flat because it has to take place in Battle for the Grid to begin with. So all they need to do is just make sure it actually works in Legacy Wars in terms of that. But it might not be as optimized yet, but at the same time, as if your game really is. Because we've already had old devices having problems.
3, 2, 1.
I don't think there's a new Wild Force. I think. Memory is being... No. I don't think so. We fly! Okay, nice Fury. Swat them away. Another block. No, not for Denver. Not fast enough. He doesn't attack. Like, here's the problem. The whole... Okay. There's a reminder that there's something bad and good about detection attacks. One, it means that most of the time, detection attacks actually have a decent bit of engagement range. They can run pretty far by just pressing the card. The problem with them is the fact you can't poke your opponent at a distance. That's the problem with them. Sometimes you just have to get very close to the opponent to detect that you will now attack. We do not need every character to have a detection attack. It needs just a basic attack is all we need. Partly is Ninja Steel. They added Mega Force, Samurai, Dino Charge. Ninja Steel might be next. Okay, actually. Let's see. Team setup is correct. One strike. Their team is more strike than breaker. Yeah, they're gonna blast the ground. Cancel. Yep. That reached. Probably weren't paying attention there, but they only need one more combo. Yeah, in the middle of a backdash. You don't need a crit. Yeah, the only problem there is the fact that they decided to add a decent few of them, but we still have Sarah being a sad excuse of a character with what their leader is, and then the assist of just being annoying. Preston being even worse of a character. Not a samurai ranger. More like Decker. Quick Justice. Anyway, to the corner. You can just fly into this guy. Anyway, back away. Nope. Can't cancel the run. Okay, to the corner. Okay, fine, I guess. Not blocking that one. Up you go. And Defiant Thine Honor. You are going back to the corner, and we can get another breaker. And now... Yeah, you're just dead. Get struck by this lightning! Again! You can explode. If they... Nah. We don't need to see another duplicate. Yeah, and that was a long time ago. Here, Adrian. Here's the new Samurai Ranger. Or Samurai character. He has 8 attacks and multiple variants on some of them. We'll just do a quick run. He's a character that punishes you for failing. Technically, he has 11 attacks. I think. Yeah. I think it's 11. Not counting the block variants to an extent. Ah, okay. Well, that didn't help. Great. Get rid of that. Let's see here. He has no super attack. There. Now, if I do this, I can recover. Sensor Riverizing. Reverse! Yeah, that's what I get for backdashing. There's his, that's his block. Reverse again. Like, there are multiple versions. You can just let that thing play out, or you can do a forward dash version. No. Slash them. Sensor Riverizing. Cancel. Ah, come on. Yeah, I'm not playing him correctly here, but away with you. We're gonna say the forward dash variants. There you go. So yes, he has 11 attacks, but technically 12. We're not gonna count the block being procced, but we're gonna count his dash variant from ranged, because that one actually adds an extra animation. So yes, Nilox Fury, one version, but then his other version has 2 versions. Sensor Riverizing. His Scabbard Kick doesn't, that's just one version, but this thing has 3 versions. So, 3 attacks. Yeah. 4 attacks. 2 attacks. No, 10, no, that's 3. This is the Breaker as well, the most worthless attack, though, sadly. Stone Cutter, alongside Blind Cut, is also only 2 attacks. So, 3 attacks, 2 attacks, 4 attacks, 3 attacks. Sheath is just, that's just his super mode. That's just his, you can press the button or backdash, doesn't matter. And yes, he can very much cancel on everything. He can very much cancel on everything. Ah. I should have cancelled. Okay, well, I am gonna get hit by the strike here. There. Up you go. And Sensor Riverizing. Reverse. I did not backdash a second time. You cannot do that, and useless. That was useless. The only thing to remember is just be warned that Decker is a character that very much hates oh, come on. He hates blocks. So if the opponent just has many of them, good luck. No! Get sliced! Like, that sadly doesn't do much damage. Soul Departed is his only other breaker. It's his block turns into the breaker. Like, okay, be warned. That's another thing about him. I'm not using him well right now. I'm not in the mindset. Okay? This turns into a 2-cost strike. This turns into a 3-cost block. This turns into a 4-cost breaker, and this turns into a 3-cost strike. Okay? His cards are very different as well, so be careful of that. And be aware, if you have Taunt level number 3, but that's currently not being sold at all anywhere anymore, you have to have the... You need the Power Pass to use that one. You kind of have the ability to enter the sheath stance by just taunting and letting the thing play out for 3 seconds. They removed the crit chance boost because clearly that was not right. But you can still enter the sheath stance. Anyway. No. I think I'm out of the mindset of playing now. This is very late night already, and I think I lost the want to continue a little sooner than usual. Anyway. No. Yeah, there's no cancel. There's no cancel with that one. Anyway, away with you. And then we just slash them. No, fine. You actually blocked in my face. We're dead here. Unless you are slow. No, they're not slow. They're good. Well, I'm getting struck by this one. Anyway, Adrian, here's some nice little things. Other than just existing, I basically stole just ad animations here and there. Sadly, we lost. We did, however, I did have to kind of do something to Decker in the most recent video. It's a bit sad, but it was the clash that had to happen. Why is that thing not changed though? That's fine. Oh, nope, he's faster. Wing Justice, nice Fury. How about I just launch in the air and he's probably gonna try and jump me. Nope, nope. If I delayed it any slightly more, he would have hit me first. And since the counter, it would have been better. Well, you're going back to the corner after this one again. You're actually probably dead. Just because, yeah, that's a super. Well, maybe this does a little too much damage, but at that point, there's his power budget. His power budget says his super does a lot of damage, but his overall kit does minimal. Nah, listen, the fact that if you manage to get one, it's just in general. If you outmaneuvered the opponent in very specific ways, like you just didn't get hit instead of countering them after poking them sometimes, like you just simply said, nah, I don't even need to block this, I just know it's not gonna hit, then it's all good that way. But like we don't need to look at replays right now. Let's just finish the last few more minutes of Ivan. And then we played him for 2 hours and tested him out thoroughly. This person's running. Yeah, there. Actually, we can cancel the dodge. Oh, you can cancel the run. There's maybe not as soon as he's about to slice the opponent. No. Nice Fury. That one. Let's see if we can just. No. Yeah, he is paying attention. He canceled. I had no blocks anyway. Yeah, there it goes. No. You can get launched. Valid combo. Okay, well that was useless. Blocked in the primary slot just to have this happen. Well, sorry to say. But we're back here. Once more. At this point, we're probably just gonna look at a clip and see what it looks like. Maybe they just need to start adding backgrounds. They probably need to just start doing something like this visual effect will play over the character with the camera effect. The background gets overwritten by this new effect, so that we get the whole Power Rangers type finisher thing where they're standing on air. Like, that's probably something that's missing. Where's the characters that do that? We need a new finisher type thing. The arena vanishes. They're doing that whole actual super attack that happens in the show in some way. Anyway, we have no blocks. We basically lost this one already. Yeah, go ahead. Press your super. We all know you get it. Yeah, see, we can't even press a button. Block already! There it is. Okay. Problem is, I pressed one card after just getting interrupted. Now we just back here. Okay, so you have multiple blocks. No. Away with you. Slice them down. Poke them. Slice them again. And yeah, your health is low enough. You see, we can tell that he still knocks out in 2 combos, essentially. So you just have to go about beating him up in that way. Also the chat broke. That is not the most recent messages. Alright, let's go ahead. The last few minutes, let's swap it to the Roar of the Spark. I think it played earlier, though. I think I heard it. I think I heard it. But for now, the Roar of the Spark. So let's see. Divine Time Thunder. Defend thine honor. Why am I saying such a weird name for it? No. There you go. It's a counter. We spin. To the corner, you go. That did not let me dash. Oh. Wow. You're gonna try and do something special, or you're just gonna give me my super? Okay. Yeah. So be it. Let's test something out. Let's test this out. Wing Justice. Do a full screen flight. There. I basically copied Chase. If you have enough energy, you can do that to your opponent. It just works. It just does. If we can get that the chorus to perfectly line up with the ending, then we got something. Like the Roar of the Spark, he yells that the moment the super hits. Maybe we can get it, maybe we won't. Well, we'll see. Don't press your breaker. I'm hoping this person knows the rules. They never had their break to begin with. Okay. Really? Oh. Yeah, it's not that positive. They're gonna press Camille here. Of course that reaches quite far. 5,000! I'm sure it knocks out. They basically have the same damage super. They basically undid everything. All these low damage supers are apparently gone now again because Emma and Ivan both are doing it. On the high damage ones. Yeah. Listen, the requirements are the power budgets, so at this point, I guess if the kit is weak enough, it'll show on ladder more often than not. While in auto level on, since no armor exists, the scaling and of the talent tree, yeah. At least there's that. So it's somewhat fine there. For now. I'm ignoring that. I'm sorry, Andros. Yeah, okay. I'm ignoring this one again. Wait. Okay, fine. Sad part is I can't even take the character seriously. That's the problem here. You can't take this character seriously at all. Just because of the fact that you could just knock out in 2 combos. While they don't even have a super. You're from the same season as Ashley. But you're a rare. So here we are. So I just realized, yeah, isn't his helmet a little too reflective? Like, it's not black constantly, or at least a different shade there. He's actually constantly has a reflection in his mask, and it's not even the juice bar. Yeah, he sees that. He sees the outside world. I just saw the sky in that reflection. Yeah. No. I bonk you. I bonk you again. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a strike. Metal Slug blocked off. I lost my combo and I lost my strike. Bonk. Nice fury. How about you just, let's see here. So we have to hit them first. Yeah, there's no blind spot. Here we go. So how do we go about this? Bonk. Slice. Slice them again with chainsaw. Right through, and that was a lag. Why did I drop an FPS there? Well. Yeah, whatever that is, it's a weird gray rock with a blue sky. Like you can see, look at it, look at that helmet. What are you looking at? Harwood County or something? Blue sky, gray rocks. You're in the juice bar right now. The hourglass is playing. Okay. Alright, I would say this is the last match. So, Ivan, I would say it looks to be a good release, as I said enough times. Not broken, not weak. The only thing that needs maybe a rework is that V2 strike. I feel like not being allowed to follow up feels more of a problem than anything else. Like, why does the utility attack that, yes, you just perfectly dodge this attack, and that's your combo. You don't get rewarded for calling out your opponent. Yeah. That didn't register the backdash. Yeah, I'm just dead. Really? What was that? You could have easily stopped that one. Just, yeah, we're done here. Little Giovanni. Let's strike it as Psycho Pink to end in his battles, because clearly this one is just. Where is your spin attack? So yeah, he only has his morpher is in the file as an actual asset, but he really doesn't use it anywhere. Which we're actually going to quickly check. Does he even have it? I don't think he even has it on any of his taunts. He just has it in the files. Unless it's here. Yeah, no, there it is. As the idol. I don't think he actually uses it at all. Yeah, he doesn't use it. It's just gone. It's just gone. Burger. Why is it always the stereotype of people getting found in the nowadays timeline, or the modern timeline, that they find a burger and they just like it? I've seen it happen 3 times now with the same character trope every single time. I think. I haven't paid it. Okay. Anyone want to explain what Ivan's situation with the burger is? Is it another situation of trying? He is from the past, right? I think I remember that. I think. He's supposed to be from medieval time. He tries a modern day burger, and he likes it. I can name 2 other characters that have this situation, if that is the case. I have forgotten what the one of them was. Which one was it? Like, if we go by Guilty Gear, there's Ramlethal. Okay, no, it doesn't count, no. No, 2 characters. The third one doesn't count. Anby doesn't count from Zenless. She just likes burgers. But she's not modern day thing or not from society situation. I think that somewhat, I don't know. So, I think that's it for Ivan today. I would say that they went about as expected. So, yeah. For him, Wayne Justice V2. That's the only bad thing about it. Knight's Fury being weaker right now, this is the wrong display damage. That's the corner display damage. Well, this thing is the usual standard super damage at this point. What? Okay. How? You are on random? How are you playing only Thunder-based themes the moment I select the roll of the spark? Okay, well, yeah. Wing Justice V2, that's the only thing that's technically bad because it resets to neutral. Like, you shove your opponent away because you perfectly counter them, and you don't get a combo. Let me just point this out. He's got crit chance, he's not allowed. He's a defender with 3% crit chance. If you're not going to fix it, upgrade everyone to a standard thing so that the defender actually gets a proper usage. Because no matter what, this is getting stupid that you can't make sure the class follows the rules. Because here, we have a attacker, okay? Here we have another attacker, okay? 3. Here we have another attacker. Always 3. The moment we start looking at balance, we'll see 2%. See that? Look at Preston. 2. Sarah. 1. Because defender. If I'm not mistaken, Harvey has not been fixed. He's still at 3% crit rate. See that? Breaking the rules. Are you going to keep your... Are you going to follow the rules you've already set up, or are you going to just change them now? There's an attacker. An attacker. Balanced. Yeah. Other than the fact that the whole gimmick of classes mean they get more blocks based on their class, balance means a middle ground, while attacker means less and defender means more. Well, here's the situation. Clearly, your crit rates thing is another rule that you are, but that one's not mentioned anywhere. But you clearly are trying to make it follow it, but then you also keep adding new characters that keep ignoring it. And only when pointed out do you end up fixing it. But so be it, I guess. 3% attacker. Sort by class. You can see every single time of all the legendaries. No, it's not a legendary privilege. Magna Defender is 1. Korag is 1. Billy is 1. You go to Ninja Kimberly, which should be balanced. There she is. She's got only 2. Alongside all the other ones. 2. Balanced is 2%. Defender is 1. 3% for attacker. That is the situation for classes. If anyone doesn't want to follow these rules, seriously, why even make the class system to begin with if you're not going to bother making sure these things are right? Like even Rocky. He's still an attacker, but he's 3%. Levi, attacker, 3%. Where's the another one? More recent one, rather. Decker. Balanced, 2%. The worst part about it is that this is the one character that should have been an attacker because of how combo reliant he is. So yeah. There's also the... let me just show Troy as well. Here's Mr. I'm a Defender. 1%. See that? They added the rules of... that's a secret rule that no one gets... no one really gets to see, but there. Justin. Defender. What is it? 1%. Yeah. The whole secret rule of the class also dictates the crit rate. Crit damage is always the exact same. The class also dictates your crit rate. In this case, balanced. I'll say one more time. Defender, 1%. Balanced, 2%. Attacker, 3% crit rate. That's the only other difference other than block rates. Damage is not determined by their class. That is anyway setting the standard scaling rule. Talent tree-wise, that's anyways choice. Weird thing is the fact that Decker is an actual crit rate talent tree. Like, he actually has crit rate on his talent tree. 3%. 6%. Sad part is he doesn't actually have any sort of crit manipulation. Which he really shouldn't have anyway. That shouldn't exist to begin with. Like, seriously, Oracle is still being stupid. And there. Baker with some of these things. A super mode for Bridge is all that it was. And then they just simply gave it to Oracle on basic attacks. But here we are. We're done. Ivan is, as I said, it's a good release. Maybe the only change is make his V2 actually useful. He dodges and he gets the ability to actually hit the opponent, I guess, afterwards. Like, just shoving the opponent away, fine. But no. At the same time, no. We've got enough utility attacks in the game to the point that, why are we just resetting the game to neutral? Like, he can't even follow up on it. His other attacks are too slow. And no, it just does slightly more damage. Like, it does 200 more damage when you just use that variant. It's both slower, and it just sends him to the back of the arena. You know, the weird part, I don't know why I'm thinking of him just sending the opponent to his corner. He does the V2 version, and it appears behind him instead. The problem with that... Yeah, no, the problem with that is it just wouldn't make sense. So, Andrew, quite late. I'm about to end stream. For now, yeah, that's just Ivan's situation. His V2 is the only thing that just doesn't work for him. So, yeah. Everything else, pretty good. Short animations, this thing just doesn't do it. This is corner total damage. Just remember that, people. Corner damage. This is just a fast bonk. Make sure to use this send them to the corner. Just basically nice fury and it doesn't rotate. Make sure you use your primary and then send them back to the corner. Otherwise, you're just losing damage. Especially since this thing actually is not as bad as Harvey's Breaker. Just remember, Harvey still doesn't want to use his Breaker to end fights. Or rather, end combos. You're gonna trap yourself in the corner. This thing sends them to the middle of the arena. It's a little safer. It still sends them to the middle of the arena. It is a reverse launch, and it can let you recover. So just make sure to know that you need to backdash your opponent very quickly. Unless you're just gonna end the combo with it because Nice Fury, Valiant Charge, or any of these things. Just rotating constantly and then Zandar Thunder. This is supposed to be 7,200, 9,500. Yeah. Roughly 9,500 super combo because he just ends with that then. So 14,000 damage combo. Roughly around it. If you can even get the super that early. You probably can if the opponent hits you, but if it's a perfect, maybe not. But thank you for those that joined. That is all for today. I'll see you in the next video stream or whatever you join. Ivan will be getting his video dedicated one tomorrow. Probably. If I don't mess the thing up. Anyway, goodbye.